Catholic Bro Code is about to begin. Welcome back to Catholic Bro Code. My name is Glaze and I am your host. This video series is where we give you the written and unwritten codes of being a Catholic brother. Today's code is code number 4. A Catholic brother should not be afraid of the sacrament of reconciliation. So the other day, my wife and I actually went to confession here at this church, and we noticed that there was a family of about 5 people. The parents, 2 sisters, and an older brother. The siblings were fighting about who's gonna go first because they were visibly scared about going to confession. When the mom finally made the decision of the oldest boy going first to confession, my wife turns to me and says, "You know, I remember when I was afraid of going to confession. You were the one that changed my mind about that." And I looked at her like, "Wait, really? I did? What was it that I said?" And she says, "When you told me to walk on the water like Peter." Apparently, I told her the story of Peter walking on water in the Gospel of Matthew. And in the Gospel of Matthew, we're told that the disciples are in a boat and they notice Christ in the distance walking towards them on the water. Peter, focused on Christ, steps out of the boat and starts walking toward Christ on the water. As soon as Peter loses focus on Christ, he immediately starts sinking into the water, and then Jesus immediately reaches out to save him. And just like in confession, when we lose focus on Christ and we sin, he is immediately there with his forgiveness and mercy. Paragraph 1468 of the Catechism starts by saying, "The whole power of the sacrament of penance consists in restoring us to God's grace and joining us with him in an intimate friendship." The sacrament of reconciliation allows us to reconcile ourselves with God and re-enter communion with his church. This is a sacrament every Catholic brother and sister should lean on in their journey towards being like Christ, because we're human and we sin a lot and we need God's grace and mercy. I know it's been a minute since I've been in high school, but I know things like locker room talk, impure relationships, pornography, drinking, and drugs are some of, but not all of, the temptations Catholic brothers have to deal with. And yes, I do know our Catholic sisters also struggle with this, but regardless, our sin still needs the mercy of God. The mercy we receive when we make an act of penance can provide the fuel to overcome sin, help us grow in a relationship with Christ and his church, and honestly learn humility. To me, that doesn't sound scary. During my time as youth minister, whenever it came time to introducing the sacrament of confession during any kind of life night, any kind of retreat, or any kind of religious setting, most of the teens were fairly scared to go to confession. And the sacrament of confession being intimidating makes some sense, because you have to tell the priest everything you've done wrong and all of your sins. But my Catholic brothers, we should not be scared of the mercy of God. So let's create a culture of seeking the mercy of God by running to the sacrament of reconciliation. There are some resources linked in the description to help your experience with reconciliation be a little bit better. If you like this video, please subscribe to LifeTeen's YouTube channel. Go check out all of their social media where they bring teens closer to Christ. While you're at it, go check me out on all of my social media. Thanks for watching Catholic Bro Code, and I'll see you on the next one.